Yo, what's up? It's your boy RZ here. Today is Planning Sundays. It's been a while, man. I didn't do anything Thursday. I think I shot one Thursday. I didn't shoot Friday or Saturday because me and my wife was at the beach. But we did continue to do what we need to do. Because Thursday was the full agreement, so that was our trip down to the beach. So I listened to, I think it was called a monk. I think it was called, I'm gonna look it up. But it had something to do with being a monk and being a salesperson. The monk and money, making money, or being a monk, you know. It was a contrast between people that naturally go to make money to support the ministry, and people that support the ministry to support the ones that make money, because it's a balance of yin and yang. Everybody's not meant on this trip that I took down here. It's just everybody has their own strengths. Therefore, you have to be a team. You have to let people do what they need to do, and you do what you need to do. And whatever you're good at, that's what you're good at. You see what I'm saying? So I was learning, you know, thinking, you know, my wife's strength, you know, taking into account an inventory of the strengths that we have in this house. That's my main focus. Unity, unifying all of our strengths of my family to help one another, using all our resources. The first team is the family team. But the first team gonna be between me and my wife. So of course we've been working on getting our relationship. That's this little retreat, a thing, trip down there. She wants to definitely stay on the beach so she can listen to the waves, watch the waves while she invests in the stock market. That's what she want to do. That's her dream of doing that, making that profitable, making that doable. And my dream is just unifying the family. So while I was down there, you know, on the way down, that's what we listened to. And some of the principles in that was that, you know, managing your money, investing, and then coming back and finding yourself a mentor. Because this guy was growing up to be a monk, but before he chose his vocation, they let him go out and you know, work, you know, in secular world, you know, as far as trading and stuff. And he found out he had a natural knack of trading. So he came up with some type of currency of beads and stuff like that, and had his own currency, built his own business. But he learned that from one of the master tradesmen. And then it came down to it, there was another guy that was doing even bigger, had a big reputation of being one of the biggest, baddest, meanest traders. Wanted to meet him in a secluded place. He thought he was gonna get killed. The guy said, look, man, it's an opportunity there. You know, you gotta do what you need to do. You gotta be bold, and you gotta just be yourself. Find out exactly what the opportunity is. Don't be afraid of the opportunity. And, you know, you always just try it. Said it worked out. Said, you know, that guy wasn't as bad as he said he was. He just wanted a partnership. And we built a big partnership together. And that's how it is. Just being around the right people, having the right mentors, the right people that's showing you. And that's what it is. It's about networking. That's what I listened to on the way back. Give and take. It was about networking. I have a network, but I haven't been networking, if that makes sense. I have an extensive network with the guy called weak ties that I need to start cultivating into strong ties. That's what I'm doing in my job, is cultivating my weak ties into strong ties, because doing this every day has definitely given me the muscle to go ahead and do it. And then on the way back, I listened to you know, Affirmation Saturdays. Well, Go For No Fridays, I went and got some cupcakes. I definitely asked for the Go For No then. Then also I went for no on Thursday when the room that my wife thought she was getting wasn't the room that she actually got. So I asked for, went back to the main desk and then, you know, asked for an upgrade, something different. He gave us a better room, which was a lot better, and we were able to work with it. You know what I'm saying? So that was my Go For No. Then on my Go For No Fridays, I went for the extra cupcake at my favorite spot, Small Cakes of Destin. Purchased the cupcakes. Even though I technically paid for the extra cupcake, I still asked for the extra cupcake, which is a baker's dozen. You know, go ahead, let me get a baker's dozen. Let me sample one of the others just in case. The next time I come through, man, I just drop some. You know what I'm saying? So I figured it was a little bit easier. So it was a lot of Go For No opportunities. But then also my daughter is trying to get into, she want to look into some $1 million penthouses and stuff while she's in New York. So it was another opportunity to cultivate some of my weak ties into strong ties. I first asked my man, Mr. G, which is Mr. Google. My wife got a kick out of that because she didn't know who Mr. G was. So I asked Google, you know, how can I get a video shoot inside a multi-million-dollar penthouse? You know, Google gave me some ideas. I went down a little rabbit hole and I kind of came up with the idea. And I think, man, it was just the intention of it. I hit my boy up, a friend of mine that I know that has a lot of followers, say, look, my daughter's gonna be in New York. She wants to shoot in the penthouse. Any tips on how she can get inside one? Gave her an excellent tip. Hey, DM somebody that's already got one. You tell them what you want to do. Maybe they'll let you shoot a quick vid. Otherwise, you could try to use the Airbnb and pay for one. I said, okay, appreciate it, no doubt. Send that to my daughter. But then in the meantime, I'm thinking next level type stuff. I need a connection. I need a hookup. It's still on my boy, Mr. G, Mr. Google. I'm checking him out. I'm running down. I'm saying, okay, so if I looked up, I couldn't find anything about getting into these penthouses. So I started looking up real estate agents. And then I kind of stumbled across, you know, it kind of popped up about photographers. You know, I said, oh yeah, you know, I said, man, maybe these photographers, they got to be able to get in some of these places. I know this lady had an article about these penthouses. I said, maybe I can DM her, but she was a real estate agent, which I still could probably do her. You see what I'm saying? But then I started looking at the pictures. I said, man, what's up with these pictures? So I said, oh, these photographers be in all these places. So I found an article that had the top 5 photographers, so I DM'd them, right? And I said, shoot, what could I say? I could let my daughter do it. I said, no, you the script man, you the word man. It's time for you to use your words. This is what you've been working for the last couple of years, is honing these words, crafting these words. So I went in and told my wife, look, I gotta go shoot a quick little video, record some. Said what I wanted to say, how I wanted to say it, then tweaked it out. Sent it to my daughter, let her proof check, my oldest daughter. And she said, hey, well, but, and I said, you know, something like, hey, my kid's gonna be there. You know, straight up stuff, you know, because we thought about, you know, trying to crash the party, you know. I said, let's just hit something straight up, man. Somebody may want to, you know, just want to give it, pay it forward, pay it backwards, pay it down, whatever you want to call it. Hey, look, man, my kid's going to be up there. They want to get into some photography and stuff like that. Move to New York, man. Heard you one of the best in town. Boom. If you got time, would you mind sitting down and parse words of wisdom over a cup of coffee? You know, I'm buying. You know what I'm saying? So, popped it out. Just straight genuine. You know what I'm saying? And then my oldest daughter said, okay, I see I'm buying. She said, who gonna pay for that coffee? You know, because they on there, they be watching their money. I say, don't worry. I say, that's the least of my words. That's the least of the words. It's the coffee. You know what I'm saying? It's the least of the words. Once you get there, boom, you sitting down with one of the top in the city, man, coffee free. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always like to play with that thing. And then we paint the picture, we play. And we always fantasize and think and what if, and man, wouldn't it be nice if that, and pow, you know, we just go into the direction, right? I'm gonna do the same thing for my son too, right? Because you know what? I got back, told my daughter, she said, yeah, that sound pretty good, because on the way back, we talking about givers, takers, and matchmakers. Quid pro quo, we talking about reciprocity. So I listened to that on the way back, man, and it's all about giving. So So I told my daughter, and I was be sitting there. I hadn't told her the good news yet. That your boy got a snag on the line. We got a bite. They say, hey, when your kids in the area, just look me up. I said, oh my goodness. I ain't even told them about it yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop that up later. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. That's good for the ego, right? Good for the ego. But that lets me know, man, that I need to be cultivating these weak ties. You know, I'm sitting there on a gold mine. You have all that you could wish or want already in your possession. I just pray to the Lord for wisdom to use what I already have to its fullest. The understanding of how to use all that I have at my fingertips to the fullest. Understand, Lord, I just heard it. He said, man, I told you I will bless the works of your hands, but you got to put your hands to something. Anything, let's put your hands to it, now bless it. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm planning for this week, is cultivating those weak ties and the strong ties, reinforcing those. And it's going to come with putting in the work, putting in the work, putting in the work. Like right now, man, I'm straight sleeping, man. I didn't get a good night's sleep, man. Then we just drove for another 4 hours, just had a nice meal, but then I drank that energy drink. So you know, once you have that caffeine and once you come off of it, you got like a little crash and kind of, oh man, I feel like going to sleep right now, but it's 6 o'clock. I'm planning on being in bed at 9 o'clock, man. Just go and get in the bed at 9 o'clock, just go and smash it out. That's why I'm shooting this video now. I'm getting all this out of the way, keep going, keep working. Then at 9 o'clock, go up there and smash it out, man, and just go ahead and do what I need to do. So we're continuing on. We continue on. The plan is looking good, man. The plan is looking good. I gotta get back. I hadn't been on it. I hadn't been exercising. I hadn't been planning for my business. I hadn't been doing none of this stuff. Man, but we on it. We got things we got rejuvenated, revitalized, listen to some good stuff, man. I think it's time to put hands to something. You know what I'm saying? Just lay hands on something. On myself right now in the name of Jesus. I have the light of the Christ that streams through every cell in my body. I thank the Lord for my radiant health. My mind, there's no fog in the divine mind. I see everything clearly and excellently. There's no obstacles on my pathway because I come into this world financed by God with all I need or desire already on my pathway. That's good stuff. That's good affirmation right there. 250 days of affirmation, man. That's good affirmation right there. Now let me go on and upload this good stuff. Just telling you where I'm at, telling you what I'm doing. Peace out. Do it to life.